Hello, and welcome to Peabody TV's 15 Minutes of Fame. I'm Jacky Ankeles. The program features people on the North Shore with an interesting hobby or skill or who've accomplished something unusual. It's fun for us to be able to share local people's stories with you and to recognize some of the special things that they do. Today we're going to meet Anna Marie Smith in Beverly. She teaches French and music at the Waring School, and she has a lot of hobbies. Now, when I say a lot, I mean the list is pages long, but we're just going to focus on a couple of them today. She likes to fly planes, and she's an auto mechanic. And maybe we'll throw in a little of her classical piano playing, just for good measure. So we'll be heading over to Beverly right now and see what she's up to. Let's do it. Anne Marie?
Hi, Jacky.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, great. It's good to see you.
Likewise.
But look at this car. How old is this?
It's a 1985.
Mercedes.
Yes.
Very nice. Very
Thanks.
nice. How long have you had it?
I bought it in 2008.
And you drive it. I mean, it doesn't just sit in your garage. You actually do drive it.
It's my daily driver.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you doing to it, or what have you done to it?
Recently replaced the radiator, water pump.
You do all that yourself?
Yeah. When I'm lucky, I get some help from my brother.
Okay.
Sometimes my dad's up and he helps, but yes, a lot of it I do myself. It's from the 80s, so it's not terribly complicated. There's no computer.
No computers to worry about. I mean, where did you get your know-how? Did somebody teach you, your brother or your dad, or?
My dad.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
he
did.
always worked on our cars growing up, and I didn't really want to help when I was little. But he's the one who recommended I buy this because, and these were his words, he thought I could learn to tinker on it.
Really?
And I've learned so much. My parents also have one, so that makes it easy because if I have a question, I can call him and he...
They have a Mercedes?
Yes.
The same year model
Yep.
and everything?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. The only difference is mine is turbocharged and theirs is not. There's a little bit of a difference, but yeah,
Now,
I would say that's where it came from, was Dad.
Okay, but even if your dad teaches you, you still have to be interested in it.
Yes, that's a good point. And at a certain point, it becomes a labor of love.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this car.
Right.
And it brings me joy, surprisingly, most of the time.
Okay. I'm just laughing because I know you're a classical pianist, and it's kind of a cool combination, being an auto mechanic and playing classical piano. My goodness.
Maybe you'd like to pop in and have a look at the piano.
Oh, I'd love to.
Sure.
Of course.
Come on in. I just need to wash my hands.
Oh, Anna Marie, I'm looking at that piano. It's just gorgeous.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's Steinway?
It is.
Oh, it's just really, I want to hear how it sounds. I want to hear how you sound. But first, can we just talk about all your hobbies?
Sure.
Because you have more hobbies than, as the saying goes, Heinz got pickles. Really, I mean, I can't believe what you do. It's just amazing. Now, do you usually jump from one hobby to another? Does so many things interest you? Or do you pick one and then kind of settle in and stay with it?
Oh, do I go through phases?
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to things in the car, it depends on whether or not something's broken, right?
Okay.
If everything's working, then I don't really need to work on it,
Okay,
so
so
that I
it's-
have time for other things.
So it's necessity sometimes?
Sure.
I was kind of peeking
Oh,
while you were
now
changing, I was looking.
this is pretty exciting.
What is that?
Well, this is the certificate for high mileage from Mercedes. So they give at every 250,000 kilometers, they give a badge that goes on the grill. And with it comes this lovely certificate.
That's beautiful.
And this lovely letter, all hand-signed and very
It's the real
personalized.
thing.
Yeah,
It's the real
it's
thing.
pretty
It's
neat.
nice. What else? What else do you do? I'm looking at this picture of sailboat.
So this is mainly my brother's project. I would say I'm the assistant on this project.
Okay.
He found this on Craigslist, had to do quite a bit of fiberglassing to it. So I like to think I was a great assistant, and I learned
That's okay.
quite a lot. Yeah. Not a project I would have taken on by myself.
Okay.
But
And
it's
where
been
do you
great.
sail, out of Beverly or what?
We really liked the boat ramp up in Salisbury, and we put it in there at Rockport a couple
Oh,
times.
nice, nice. It's
neat.
beautiful. And what, the dresses there? You sew?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Another one on the list?
And we're actually doing some sewing at school
That's adorable.
right now. Well,
That's
thank
really
you.
cool. Do you design or you do it from a pattern? Or?
I use a pattern, but what I enjoy about it is you can make the clothes really fit you properly, right? And
Yeah.
I'm tall, so it's nice to be able to have the way of manipulating in
Okay.
different areas. So,
Okay.
yeah, these are a couple of dresses that I made.
Very nice. Looking at the detail and
Yeah.
the seams.
I enjoy making dresses. A little easier than tackling something like pants.
Oh, forget pants.
Well,
Okay.
just more complicated.
Right. And now, the tap shoes. Are you kidding? You tap dance too?
I do. I love tap dance, and I wouldn't say I'm necessarily any good, but I do enjoy it. During COVID, when my tap class was on Zoom, I was tap dancing up in my barn loft. I projected the
kidding.
class. Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
And danced on the wooden floor. It was neat.
You must love the sound.
I think it's the sound
Is it
that
the
I
sound
like.
or the rhythm?
I suppose they go hand in hand,
Yeah.
but having a musician's ear, I think
Yeah.
I enjoy the
would-
click of the
I think
tap
that
shoes.
has to be part of it. So you were still taking class?
I haven't been taking this year. I need to get back into it.
Yeah.
Other things get in the way. Too many hobbies, like you said.
It's amazing.
But I'll get back to it.
So you car mechanic, you sew, you sail, you tap dance. Is there any time when you just relax? Although a lot of things I'm sure are relaxing for you, but
Sure.
do you ever just do nothing?
Sure. I like doing nothing.
Okay.
I like sitting in my hot tub at night. That's my do nothing time.
Did you put that together? I mean, you're so mechanically inclined too.
Sort of. It was another find on Craigslist, and I brought it
Okay.
home and then realized it leaked. So yes, there was some work on that. but
Okay.
I learned a lot.
Now, I understand that you like to fly. That was kind of, wow, she flies.
Yeah.
What do you fly? Single engine.
A single engine, yeah.
Where did that come from?
My parents. My
Oh.
parents both flew it at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They actually met at the little airport where they were taking lessons.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's
and
sweet.
Flying is just in the family. I have cousins who fly. My uncle used to fly.
Okay, so you were an adventurer.
I don't have my license yet, and I don't even know
You
if
don't?
that's... I don't.
Okay.
But
So-
I don't even know if that's the goal. I just like to take lessons and go up and fly around in circles.
Okay, that's beautiful. Have you had any adventures lately? I mean, I know
Oh.
you like to do all these crazy things.
Well, I would say my most recent adventure is I went for a hot air balloon ride in New Mexico.
Hot air
Yeah, you'll
balloon?
notice the earrings.
Oh yeah.
That I loved it. Very different than flying an airplane because you have that moment of silence when the burner's off and you're sort of floating. I just loved it. I want to go again.
Oh, that's incredible.
was neat.
Now you said it was in New Mexico.
It was in New Mexico. Yeah.
How was it to be up that high, floating around?
Oh, I loved it.
And there were other people with you, I assume.
Yes.
And somebody was steering it.
Yep.
That must have been a thrill. When did you actually start flying?
I think it was the summer of 2008. And then I take these long breaks. And so I guess I do have phases. I go in and out of
Okay.
things. And I got back into it in 2019 and started taking lessons again here in Beverly.
How did it feel when you were behind the controls the first time you flew?
Oh,
What was
first
that
time?
like? Yes.
Well, that's kind of difficult to remember because I can remember being a kid and we would go with my uncle, and I definitely remember being in the front seat with my Uncle Chuck. So I don't know that I have a solid memory of what that was like.
Okay. So you never soloed or anything?
I haven't soloed
you
yet,
Can't,
no.
You can't. That wouldn't probably be amazing, but
I'll get there.
you'll get there.
I will.
You'll get there. What's this?
Oh, this is my logbook.
Okay, and
is-
that tells how many hours, and
Yeah,
do you have to get a certain number of hours to get
you do.
a license?
Yeah. If I didn't let all these other hobbies get in the way, I probably would have my license by now. But
You'll get there.
it's
You'll
bringing
get
me a
there.
lot of joy. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Now, I know that you're heading over to Plum Island Airport in a little while, and we're actually going to get a chance to see you fly,
Yeah.
or at least take off.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know about landing, but we'll see you take off.
That's the harder part.
Yeah, but I want to be able to hear you play the piano.
Sure.
And okay, while you're
Absolutely.
getting settled over there,
Yep.
I'm going to wrap things up over here.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, that is going to do it for this edition of Peabody TV's 15 Minutes of Fame. I'm Jacky Ankeles, and we've been visiting with Anna Marie Smith and hearing about all her wonderful hobbies. Anna Marie,
Yes.
you're too young to remember the Jackie Gleason show.
I've heard of it.
Okay, but that used to be one of my favorites. But he had a famous line at the end of his show to cue the orchestra.
Oh, okay.
He would say, "A little traveling music, please."
Okay.
And away we go. So let's have that be your cue.
Is that my cue?
That's your cue.
Okay.
A little traveling music, please.
And if you know someone on the North Shore who has an interesting hobby, skill, or accomplishment, we'd love to hear from you. Just go to peabodytv.org/15 minutes.